I'm still not giving up hope that there could be, on the part of the Senate, a recognition that every citizen in America has a fundamental right to confront his accusers. And all I'm asking for the Illinois State Senate to do is to allow me to call witnesses. Let me call my witnesses. Let me bring in evidence that will show that I've done nothing wrong. What are you afraid of? If they allow for a process that requires that they have to prove up a case and then allows me to disprove what they might try to prove, then the truth will come out and it will show that I've done nothing wrong and I've done a lot of things right for the people of Illinois. All I ask is a chance to be able to do that. Let me bring witnesses, let me bring evidence, let me have the same basic right as every citizen in America. And if they can deny a governor who was elected twice by the people of Illinois that fundamental right, then they can deny that to you and any other citizen in America. And it sets a dangerous precedent for future governors in Illinois, because what governor will be willing to take on the legislature to protect the people from, for example, tax increases, if that governor is afraid that he or she can be thrown out of office without giving the right to confront accusations, however false they may be, that would throw him or her out of office? You know how the media is. You guys twist things, take things out of context. When I mentioned Gandhi and Nelson Mandela and Dr. King, I did that in the context that I was asked, what did it feel like after you were arrested? And my answer was that I thought first and foremost of my children and felt great sadness and concern for them. I thought about my wife, who I was leaving behind just moments after I was apprehended or taken into custody. And then I sought some inspiration from historical figures who had gone through something like that as well. I wasn't comparing myself to Gandhi. I wasn't comparing myself to Nelson Mandela or Dr. King. I was just seeking some kind of inspiration to have some understanding that maybe other people who have been on the side of the people have gone through something like I was going through. And to somehow suggest that I'm comparing myself to Nelson Mandela or Mahatma Gandhi or Dr. King is just flat out erroneous, and it's being twisted by people who like to do that. And it reminds me, and so I'll probably get criticized for this, but a passage from a Kipling poem which says, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. These are the sorts of things that, unfortunately, a lot of people in your profession like to do, and they take a statement like that that's an honest statement and twist it and start saying that I'm comparing myself to Gandhi and Dr. King and Mandela, and it's just not the case. I'm just trying to point out that there's a terrible injustice that's taking place in the state of Illinois. You may not like me, you may not have supported me, and I certainly understand that. I certainly have my share of detractors. But I'm a citizen of the United States who was elected twice by the people of his state to be their governor. And before you remove a governor, before you engage in a process as rare as impeachment is supposed to be, the least you ought to do is provide that governor an opportunity to have the basic same rights as every citizen in our country is guaranteed. The right to confront witnesses, the right to challenge a case against him, the right to bring witnesses, the right to be able to prove his innocence. I would love to be in Springfield, Illinois today with an opportunity to bring my witnesses. And one of the best things that could clear all of this up would be if I was allowed to bring in every one of those taped conversations, not 2 or 3 or 4, but every one of those taped conversations, so that the people of Illinois can hear the full context of what I was discussing with regard to who the next U.S. Senator might be. And if they hear that, they'll hear the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and that will set me free.